Alien. I'm still getting over this cold, so I apologize for my bad voice, but let's check it out. Alright, so I think we're actually in E here with a flat 7. So E, A, D. Could argue that's a 5, 1, 4 in A major. To me, this is revolving around the E chord, so we're going to call this a 1, 4, flat 7 in E. Pretty simple. Super simple. So E, A, D, A, basically. The A is a sus2. Okay, there's no third in that. Okay, and the D also has no third, so it's a D sus2. Okay, and of course, in typical Marco fashion, there's a lot of layered guitar here. So on top, oh, by the way, one more thing about the acoustic. It sounds like there's two acoustics to me, and one of them is doing a on the D chord, so you get kind of a. All right, whatever that's called. There's a term for that, but I don't know what it is. Then there's overdub stuff happening as well. So there's two overdubs that I can hear. One is a single note line that's G sharp to A. And then there's an electric guitar, a clean electric. It's very chimey. It sounds like, yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's very chimey. It sounds really great. It's doing that kind of a thing. Listen. It's not super clean. It's a little bit of something on there. It sounds, I'm not quite sure what, but there's something on top of that. You hear that? All right, so we've got that on top as well. So this is the verse. So not much else to say about that. Then we go into the pre-chorus, which has two distinct sections to it. So pre-chorus part 1 and part 2. Let's do that, and we'll just play through this. I'll show you. I'll play basically the harmony the first time through, and then there's some stuff on top we need to talk about as well. And we have a key change here to. Yeah, I would say this is like a key change in D here, but let's just listen. Okay, so the chords are A major, D sus2, C sus2, and A major. So you hear there's stabs, bam, 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 and so you're basically playing like I'm not quite sure what the top 4 or top 3 notes. So if you just play the whole chord and focus on those strings there, and you get. Okay, so that's the first part. A, D sus2, C sus2, A. And then it stays on the A. Love old England, the roots of freedom are here. So the second time around, it's A, C, D, A. So it's A, D, C, A, C, D, A. All right. And again, A major, D sus2, C sus2, and A. All right. Okay, and then on top of those chords, you have the single note stuff, which is guitar disguised as a harpsichord. It's what it sounds like. It sounds like a harpsichord. Let me play those for you here. Right here. Okay, so what we have there, I think, is again outlining the chords, right? So we have an A, which you play that note. I'm just playing it like this. I'm just sort of cheating. That note A there, and then the double fret on the 5th fret. And then the next chord is D, which is down here. It's actually, he's playing a D sus4 here. And then C sus2. And then back to the A. Twice on the A, back to the C sus, D sus, and then on the A. All right, so that's, you can play it as a straight A chord here. Right, and then D sus, C sus, and then back to A. But I'm playing it like this because I'm lazy. And you also have more control. Oops. D sus, then A. All right, very cool. Let me just listen to that again, make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Nope, that's it. You'll also notice that bump 1 2 1. It's not quite 2/4 time. It's kind of hidden. It's 4/4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. But that drum beat almost makes you think it's 2/4 time, but it's not. It's in 4/4. So that's the pre-chorus, and then that kicks into the chorus here. Okay, here we go. Just play through this. Okay, so we have a key change here to again, hard to say. All these major chords together. You can look at this in a lot of different ways. Yeah, it's kind of like it's hard to say. Doesn't really matter. It's essentially modal, but none of that matters. So we've got say what you will about the alien. Just dig in and start with the sky. He is welcome whenever may be so. And then somehow everything seems to come out right. Let's hear it for, let's hear it for, let's hear it for the alien. All right. So again, you've got that little tweak in the chords where you start with D, C, F, G. Second time you flip it, C, D, F, G. Third time is the same, C, D, F, G. Okay? And it's just straight ahead. A Okie dokie. Also, if you listen, there's power chords. And there's also a single note line on top of that. Let's listen to that. So simple, E, F, G, F, E, D, F, G, F, D. So that is really interesting because you get over the first chord here is the C. So that's C major. E, F, G, right? It's just part of the C major scale. And then over the D, you get D, F, G, or D, F, A, rather. What am I talking about? F sharp, G, A. Guys, gosh, excuse me, I'm a little out of it. F sharp, G, A, which is over your D major, as your third, fourth, and fifth degree of the D major scale. And then back down over the F chord, so that's perfect right there because you have the major 7, the root, and the ninth or second in the F major scale. And then over the G, you get an implied major 7 with the flat 7 degree over the G there. So pretty cool, right? So that's very, very nice. And that's the chorus. And that is really the whole tune. We have a solo coming up after the second verse. Second verse is exactly the same as the first.
Second verse, same as the first.
I like the lyrics in this song. I have no idea what he's talking about, but it's pretty cool. Same. And then we bust into a solo. So the solo chords, I'll do those for you quickly. Just intro and verse chords, right? So let me get my electric set up and we'll be right back and we'll go through the solo. All right, I'm back and let's check out the solo. Here we go. Alright, nice little banger of a solo. So start off in the, I guess what you would call the standard sort of C sharp minor pentatonic position, which is E major as well, right? So it's that box, right? I never played pentatonic, so not really my sort of thing I lean to, so I always have to remember the box shapes for the pentatonics, which I never can. I always think in diatonic harmony. But anyway, I should practice that. sounds like that. There's a little beef to it. I don't entirely sure if I think that's exactly right, but there's definitely a bent F sharp note going up to the third of G sharp here. So sounds like a double bend. Down to the E, and then a quick to the B, and landing on that E. Right, which is why earlier I said that main riff is in E, because we're playing off that E in the solo here. So, and then down to a couple double stops right there. It's really just a partial D and partial C sharp minor chord. Slide up to B, A, G sharp, and then land on the E. And then we move up here, where we have a D bent up to E, double bend though, you hold the E here. You gotta be in tune, guys. Not that, but this. You hear how it's in tune when you make that full bend? Okay, 3 times. And then so we land on the D, which is cool because it brings us nicely back into the pre-chorus. So twice on the B, A, G sharp, F sharp, C sharp, and then land on that D. And then when that D hits here, there's also a high feedback D note that comes in. Here, listen. Hear that D there? There's an overdub of that. The only way I can get a high feedback is to play the actual note D here. And that's the note you're hearing, okay? And then that's really it. The outro chorus is 1 minute and 10 seconds. Love those long outros. Well, actually, it's pre-chorus, so the actual chorus is a bit shorter. Beautiful, great ending. So the ending is just a walk up of those same chords. C, D, F, G. And the acoustic's doing its thing as well. So yeah, a little banger of a song, really good. So that's it. All right, cheers.